Let me give you 3 examples why I say that the whole European Union and the whole North Atlantic community is super, super hypocritical on that. There's a huge hypocrisy in this regard.
Specifically on the sanctions.
Yeah, and on this whole relationship with Russia. Just 3 quick instances. First, I'm personally responsible in the government for the construction of the new nuclear power plant in Hungary. On nuclear, we are on the same page with United Kingdom, maybe not on the fact that we are working together with the Russians on that, but on nuclear, we are on the same side. So in 2014, we signed a contract with the Rosatom, which is the Russian nuclear energy company, to build a nuclear power plant for us, okay? We are now building the nuclear power plant, the land preparation, everything is going on, Russians, okay? If I take you to the site tomorrow, you will see huge works going on, but you will see American, German and French subcontractors working on the site, paid by the Russians to work there. Okay, so this is my first point. Second point of mine. We have been under constant pressure not to work together with the Russians on nuclear energy, not to buy nuclear fuel from the Russians. I mean, if we don't buy nuclear fuel from the Russians, we have to shut down the nuclear power plants of ours, nuclear power plant, which currently covers 33% of the electricity demand of ours. Okay, stop buying nuclear fuel. Who was the #1 supplier of uranium of the United States last year? Russia. United States spent more than $1 billion on Russian uranium last year. Russia was the #1 uranium supplier of the United States last year, and they are putting pressure on us not to buy fuel from the Russians. Third point I want to make. Oil. The Western Europeans are so proud of themselves. We got rid of Russian oil. You Central Europeans, you could not make it. You know, that's how much we are better than you. You know, we got rid of Russian oil. Share of Russian oil to India was below 1% before the war. Now it's very close to 40%. Before the war, Europe was not buying Indian oil. Now Europe is the #1 customer of Indian oil. Indian oil, okay? So, and since we are not buying it, I guess there are others in Europe who are buying it, and those must be those who say that they are not buying oil from Russia. So when it comes to cooperation with Russia, I understand it's very easy to say that, you know, Szijjártó is friend of Lavrov, Orban is meeting with Putin, you know, you Hungarians, you are, you know, traitors, you are the propagandists of Kremlin. Very easy to say. But when you look behind the scenes, you see that those who are accusing us, they are making much bigger business and much bigger deals with the Russians than we do. So, I mean, you have to look at facts. I understand politics is, you know, on many occasions about perceptions, ideologies, whatever. But if you look at the facts, then you find some surprises. But, you know, not everybody is, you know, ready enough, you know, to look after these facts. So that would be my answer on that.
Hungary blocked, for a time, the EU's package of aid and support to Ukraine. It's gone through now. Will that happen again, do you think?
No, I mean, this must be a mistake, sorry to say, with all my respect, because, we have not blocked any aid to Ukraine. We are just simply not delivering weapons. We are carrying out the largest humanitarian operation of the history of our country. So there's no blocked aid from our side. The only thing what we said, we do not deliver weapons. What the others do is their own responsibility. What we don't like is the sanction policy, because, I mean, again, whenever we discuss the sanction policy, and I'm brave enough to raise the question, what is the goal? And the goal is to push Russia on its knees and to push Russia stop the war. That was the goal 2 years ago. And my question is, okay, 2 years gone, was the sanction regime helpful in this regard? Is Russia on its knees, and is the war coming to an end? No. And when I say, okay, then let's look at the impacts on us. Then instead of making a thorough analysis, the answer I get that you are the propagandist of Kremlin or friend of the Russians, period. So this is the way of rational debates currently in the European Union. But the sanctions policy have put a lot of harm on the European economies. I mean, look at us, for example. Look at us. I mean, our inflation rate has skyrocketed to 27% last year. Last year we had to sacrifice in order to fight against inflation and bring down, now it's 3.8. But it was 27%, not because of us, because of this environment. Our national energy bill has increased from 7 billion euros to 17 billion euros, you know? So it's a huge increase, 10 billion euros extra. I mean, if you put into consideration our GDP is like 5% of that. So that's why we do believe that some rationality should be part of the decision-making procedure of ours, even if I understand that in a war environment it's very complicated maybe to remain rational, but some rationality should be kept.